Hello, everyone. So excited to have you back. So, yesterday we read Edward the Emu, and we saw how Edward just was not happy. And so he had tried to get happy by hanging out with the seals and the lions and the snakes. And in the end, he realized he just needed to be happy with himself. I think that's such a big lesson for us as students and as people to learn is just be happy with yourself. So today we're going to practice though reading again and stopping and making sure we understand what we're reading. Because remember yesterday we talked about as good readers, you need to stop and think about what you just read, kind of predict what's going to happen, and then keep going. So by the time you get to the end of your story, you know what you've been reading about. I've had a couple times where I was reading a book and my brain was thinking about all kinds of other stuff. I got to the end of the page and I had no idea what I just read. So I had to go back and read it again. Can you imagine if I got to an end of a whole chapter and realized I didn't know what I was reading? That would be a lot of pages to go back and reread. So it's really important that we pause as we're reading and make sure we understand. So today we're going to practice with a story that you're going to recognize as similar. This is our friend Edwina the Emu. Remember yesterday at the end of our book when Edward got back to his cage, Edwina the Emu was there. So today we're going to read about Edwina the Emu. And I'm already looking at this going, wait a minute. She looks like she has on ballet shoes and a tutu. So something is up with Edwina in this story because, and she even looks like she has a little bun up here. I don't think emus wear ballet shoes and tutus and put buns in their hair. So we're going to have to find out. Maybe she stayed with Edward, maybe not. Let's see what Edwina the Emu does. I hope you like this story as much as I do. Well, there once were two emus who lived in the zoo. One was Edwina and Edward was two. There he is again. They played every day. There was never a fight. And they cuddled up close to keep warm every night. And they sat there one day entwining their legs. That means like putting them together. Edwina announced she laid 10 little eggs. Look at Edward's face here. Oh my gosh, 10 eggs. That's a lot of eggs to be in charge of. Eek! Shouted Edward. He seemed to be choking. 10 little emus? You've got to be joking. I'm not, said Edwina, but don't get depressed. I'll look for a job. You stay on the nest. Well, one, I'm noticing there's some rhyming in this book, but I'm wondering if one of the jobs Edwina is going to get is to be a ballet dancer. Let's find out. Oh, look at him reading the paper. An ad in the paper said, dance the ballet. If you've got the legs, we're willing to pay. Great, said Edwina. That would be fine. I'll hop on a bus and I'll be there at 9. So Edwina's going to go and be a ballet dancer. She definitely has the legs. The director called out for the next ballerina, and onto the stage stepped the lovely Edwina. She whirled and she waltzed, she twirled and she leapt. Then she twisted her legs in a grand pirouette. A pirouette's a big turn. Uh-oh, something's going to happen. Look at his face. Eek! The man shouted. He seemed to be choking. An emu dance ballet? You've got to be joking. I'm not, said Edwina, but don't laugh at me. I'll find the right job soon. You just wait and see. Oh, so she's off to find another job. So she tried the ballet and it didn't work. She's got to get a job to take care of 10 little emus. Wonder where she's going to go. An ad in the paper said chimney to sweep. Stick your neck out, you could make a heap. I will, said Edwina. Now this will be fun. I'll hop on a bus and I'll be there by 1. So a chimney sweep is someone who cleans the chimney in a fireplace to make sure it doesn't have debris in it. Look at Edwina. I have a feeling this isn't going to go well either. Up on the roof, the wind whistled about. I'm ready, the lady below shouted out. I'll be just a minute, Edwina called back. Then she pushed till she popped through, bristled and black. All right, so the dancing didn't work out. I have a feeling this isn't going to go well either. Let's see. Eek, said the lady. She seemed to be choking. An emu sweep my chimneys? You've got to be joking. I'm not, said Edwina, but don't laugh at me. I'll find the right job soon. You just wait and see. An ad in the paper said waiter required. If you're quick on your feet, you're sure to be hired. Yes, said Edwina, that's perfect for me. I'll hop on a bus and I'll be there by 3. All right, so I'm going to stop and think too. So she tried to be a ballet dancer, didn't work. She tried to be a chimney sweep, didn't work. What do you think is going to happen when she goes to be a waiter? I have a feeling it's not going to work either. I wonder if she's going to learn like Edward learned yesterday, that it's just best to be herself. Let's see. Edwina served tea to a man in a hat. Would you like me to bring you a meal with that? Yes, said the man. I'll have sausages fried with a couple of nice runny eggs on the side. I think it's going to remind her of her eggs at home. Eek, said Edwina. She seemed to be choking. You want to eat eggs? You've got to be joking. I'm not, said the man. Eating eggs is the best. Once I ate 10 of them straight from a nest. I bet she's going back. Edwina ran out. She ran into the street. It was true when she said she was quick on her feet. Taxi, she cried. Take me home, make it fast. I know what the right job for me is at last. All right, so we tried ballet, we tried chimney sweeping, we tried to be a waiter, and she figured out her best job. What do you think that is? I bet it's going to be a mom to her 10 little emus. It was late when Edwina had got back to the nest. You're late, muttered Edward, and I need a rest. You're right, said Edwina. From now on we share. I'll sit on the nest, you pull up a chair. There once were 12 emus who lived in the zoo. One was Edwina and Edward was 2. Then Fluffy and Scruffy and Sniffly Sneeze and Fatty and Footloose and Knobbly Knees and Lollipop Legs and Shortening and Squeak. And the last little emu, look at these little emus. They called that one Eek! So let's review. So Edwina and Edward had 10 little eggs. Edwina decided she wanted to get a job and help. So she went to become a ballet dancer. Didn't work. They were like, you can't be it. Then she tried to be a chimney sweep. Didn't work. You can't do that. She tried to be a waiter. And remember, the guy said he wanted eggs. And it reminded Edwina of her eggs at home. And she missed them. So she realized the best job was being at home with her eggs and her babies. So Edwina kind of learned the same lesson that Edward learned yesterday, that just being yourself is the best. Not trying to be like anyone else. All right, today you're going to do some activities with this story involving questioning and coming back to comprehension. So you can come back and watch this as many times as you want to today in order to complete your assignments. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.